So you got this great idea. If only you had the capital to make it happen. Realistically, it will be mostly on you to come up with the funds to give birth to your business idea. How can you expect others to invest in your opportunity unless you yourself are willing to put some skin in the game? You need to realize too that the more you have to show regarding your product or service, the easier it will be to persuade others to invest in your business. Once you've exhausted your personal funds and maxed out your credit cards, it's time to tap your family and friends for potential capital. A word of caution is needed at this point. Keep in mind that unpaid loans and sour investments can often spoil relationships with people near and dear to you. Realize that you're going to have to live with the potential fallout if the idea ends up a nuclear holocaust. In the US, most seed capital comes from founders, friends, and family. In fact, over $60 billion of seed capital is raised this way annually. Usually the amount of seed capital raised is between $25,000 to $100,000. When you're raising seed capital from friends and family, it is a good idea to write out an agreement regarding what they will be receiving for their investment. Is their investment a loan, or are they getting equity shares in your company? If it's a loan, what are the terms of the loan? When will they be paid back? How much interest will they receive? Make sure that any potential investors that receive equity for their money realize that their shares will be diluted during future funding cycles and when you use equity to attract key personnel. Now you've tapped all your friends and family for money. You notice that they're starting to avoid you since you're always having your hand out asking for more dough. At this point, you're going to have to seek outside investment. Your most likely savior will be angel investors. In the United States, angels provide 90% of the outside capital for startup companies. Angels or angel groups usually get involved in businesses that either need additional seed capital or require startup or early stage funding. The value of obtaining angel investment is more than just the money you will receive. Most angel investors are successful entrepreneurs that will mentor and coach their portfolio companies. Having them involved will often give your company additional credibility. They can also introduce you to potential customers and investors. Now, before you start seeing sunshine and rainbows in your future, you need to consider the negatives that can pour down on your parade. Keep in mind that although receiving angel capital can be a tremendous asset, it comes with a commensurate financial obligation. These folks don't come cheap. They are usually expecting a 30-to-1 payback in 5 years. On average, their equity stake is 23%. You need to ask yourself if you're willing to take the advice from your angel investors and accept board of director decisions that you may not always agree with. Their exit strategy may also require you to leave the company in 3 to 5 years. These sour pills are all defined in their term sheet. You just need to decide if you're willing to swallow them in order to get the money. Most individual angels will invest between $5,000 to $100,000. It is estimated there are about 250,000 angel investors in the United States. Angel groups are usually the best funding sources in cases where the funding needs range from between $100,000 and $2 to $5 million. In the United States, there are approximately 10,000 to 15,000 angels organized into 300 angel groups. The average angel group has 42 members and invests in about 7 deals per year. In 2008, the average angel group investment in a new company was $74,843. Venture capital firms are usually only interested in deals that exceed $2 to $5 million. VC firms rarely provide seed capital and are usually more interested in later stage business deals that will generate annual returns of over $100 million in 5 years. After determining that you want to obtain angel financing, it's important to get all your ducks in order before approaching any potential investors. Remember that you're only going to get one chance. As a result, make sure that your product or service is developed or at least very close to completion. It is also important to have a concise and well-written business plan that describes how everybody is going to make a great deal of money. It is important to realize that most angels and angel groups will not sign non-disclosure agreements during the initial stages of the evaluation process. They refuse to sign these agreements because they come across too many deals that are often very similar to yours. As a result, it would be prudent to at least apply for a provisional patent in order to get a patent pending for your technology. Keep in mind that the stronger your market protection is from potential competitors, the more attractive your opportunity will be. Obtaining angel funding from an individual investor will be a much more informal process. With an angel group, however, the process is more formalized. Please keep in mind that angel funding is just one way to raise seed capital. I urge you to check out newbusinesscreator.com to explore your other options. This website will provide you with a wealth of information and tools. If you can't obtain working capital and you're looking for outside-the-box business solutions, newbusinesstrade.com may be your perfect solution. This listing site brings entrepreneurs together with people or businesses that can provide research and development, services, materials, equipment, finished products, skilled workers, office space, retail space, warehouse space, or marketing. In return, these entrepreneurs will give equity, future royalties, or a percentage of sales in their business. What you're willing to trade for someone's participation in your business is really up to you. What is offered in your listing is only limited by your imagination. So why not give it a try? Go out and check out your options for getting what you need at newbusinesstrade.com.